Very warm welcome to live final round coverage from the 10th edition of the KG Daily Ladies Open on the KLPGA Tour. This is your final group, so me last to play. Only a 10 under par, just tugging that one up the left side of the par 5 ninth as it nestles down into this thick zoysia rough. We're at Sunning Point Country Club this week. Plenty of movement on the leaderboard already. This is the back of the ninth green, and Park Hyun Kyung trying to roll one in from the back edge. Oh, it took a big hop off the putter face out of the fringe. Killed a bit of the speed, just a par for Hyun Kyung. We've seen the ninth hole pose some problems for these players so far this Sunday afternoon. Not the easiest hole location, all the way in the back left. But a steady outward half of 34 for Hyun Kyung. Going to leave her 3 shots off the pace. She makes her way to the 10th tee. Chang Hana also on that 10 under par mark. Hit a very nice shot. One of the best shots we've seen into this par 5. As this right to lefter uphill putt for birdie to get within 2. Oh, that's just defied the laws of gravity, that one. Desperately unlucky. But it's another Sunday, and it's another Sunday with Chang Hana well in contention. Like Hyun Kyung going out in 34. 10 under par. Back down the fairway, and this is your leader. Kim Soo-ji opened this week with a sensational bogey-free 63. Followed that up with a 70 yesterday, which is 2 under the card today. .550-meter par 5. And that one just going to bound through into the second cut of rough for your tournament leader. Plays uphill all the way. It is downwind today, and that's making that third shot just a bit tricky to a back hole location. Haven't seen too many players get it close. Lee So-mi, unfortunately, just dropping a shot back at the 7th. Made a couple of early birdies to threaten the lead, and that one, it was left off the tee. It was well left with the second. Gets a really good kick the side of a hill, but that's going to be a terrible angle to the back left pin. Now Lee Ga-young knocking on the door. Had a runner-up finish in her rookie campaign, a runner-up finish this year already. A playoff loss that was to Kim Hae-rim at the McCall Mona Park Ladies Open. And she's going to be the only player in this final group to be playing out of the fairway for her third shot. Right now, the closest pursuer to Kim Soo-ji, just 2 shots adrift. Choi Hye-jin, second to the 11th. 129 left for arguably one of the best iron players in the Korean game. And you can see why with a shot like that. A lot of people thought that there was going to be a big charge coming from Choi Hye-jin today. Got off to a great start, 2 under through her first 4, but a couple of bogeys. See the 3-time points list winner back at level where she started the day, 7 under par, 6 shots adrift of the 25-year-old's lead. Kim Soo-ji in control, as she has been all week long here at Sunning Point Golf Club. Once again, Timothy Loh here. Wonderful to have your company this spectacular Sunday afternoon in South Korea. Your final group ready to play their third shots into what has been an unusually tricky ninth hole. This par 5 stretches out at 550 meters. It's a long one, but this hole location has been really giving the players lots of problems. Lee So-mi, ball below her feet out of the thick left rough. So hard to get it close, even from 123. Look at that ball just bounding through the green, got no spin out of that heavy lie. And that's been a very popular spot over the back of 9. So many players running through this green, and that chip shot has gotten away from a couple of players as well. Park Min-ji dropping a stroke at 9. Choi Hye-jin, very similar. Kim Soo-ji will be hoping to avoid that fate. You see that back left hole, 29 on, 4 from the left. It's guarded by a shoulder that kicks everything towards the back of the green. That's what makes this whole location so difficult on Sunday. Got to judge the bounce just right, and that took a huge kick. Wow. Got to be out of the fairway if you want to attack here. So there's problems for Kim Soo-ji and Lee So-mi through the back of 9. Lee Ga-young, can she sense an opportunity? Out of the fairway, inside of 100 meters. Got to land this 15 feet short at least. See if she can work out the bouncy 9th green. Oh, and she's hit a real beauty. Excellent shot from Lee Ga-young. She would have seen the balls bounce on the middle section of the green from her playing partners. And she's worked that out beautifully. Birdie opportunity to come for Ga-young. Birdie opportunity for Choi Hye-jin after a spectacular iron shot into 11. Oh, just peels off on the right edge. And unless my eyes betray me, that's a different putter to the one she was using at the start of the week and all of last week at the Hanwha Classic. Maybe some flat stick demons still burrowing in the mind of Choi Hye-jin, who remains at 7 under. Now Park Min-ji trying to get to 8 under after her first drop stroke of the day on the 9th. Beautifully holed for your Korean number one. 1.25 billion Korean won banked through the first 18 events of the season for Park Min-ji. She's going to add to that total this week. Now, Kim Soo-ji, tricky little chip. At least the line looks decent. Should be slow going back up the hill, but we see so many players scuttling this ball a couple of feet past. Got to be very careful with this. Easy, easy. Now, there it goes. Kim Soo-ji, the tester, coming back for a par. Went 23 holes without making her first bogey of the week. Lee So-mi, slightly easier chip shot. She would have been paying attention to that ball releasing on. I play one in low with a little bit of spin. It's delicately judged. The lady who picked up her second win of the season at the Daiwinia MBN Ladies Open 3 weeks ago. On the season opener at Sky Hill on Jeju Island, at the Lotte Rent-A-Car Ladies Open. Currently sits 6th on the money list, although you feel she's got a good chance to creep up back into the top 5. Past Kim Ji-young this week. She makes par at the 9th. That is the green on 10. You see the hole in the back left. This is the penultimate pairing. Park Hyun-kyung, second on the money list. A share of 4th on the leaderboard right now. 115 remaining. The greens certainly look a little bit firmer than they were over the first couple of days. They seem to be throwing darts at these pins all through the first 36 holes. Course appears to be biting back just a touch this Sunday afternoon. 700 million Korean won, the prize purse this week. 126 million of that going to head the way of the winner. This is the lady who's collected the most money career earnings-wise on the KLPGA Tour. Almost 5.2 billion of that. Now, 105 left for Hana. She can create lots of spin. Crisp strike with a wedge. Yeah, took a big first bounce. And that's the advantage of speed. You can create that spin. And hold even the firmest greens. Now, big moment for Lee Ga-young. Kim Soo-ji under pressure with a 6-footer for par. Ga-young knows this is for a potential 2-shot swing. Got to be at least a ball outside the left. This is for birdie. Oh, agonizingly breaks the cup across the face of the cup. It doesn't drop in. Kim Soo-ji in the green, you'd think, breathing a sigh of relief there. If that putt had gone in for Ga-young, the hole would have looked that much smaller for Kim Soo-ji. Still, Lee Ga-young going to stay at 11 under par after an outward half of 35. Soo-ji, towards the end of her round yesterday evening, started leaving a couple putts short, missing a couple to the right. That's usually a sign of tension in the shoulders and the arms and the hands. Putter blade not releasing through the ball, not squaring up. This is an important putt to keep her advantage at 2. Oh, nicely holed. Good free stroke. And for Kim Soo-ji fans, the signs are good. She'll take a 2-shot advantage into the back 9 on Sunday afternoon. Now, Hyejin on the iconic par 3 12th. Couple of good shots to this signature par 3 at Sunny Point. This is one of the big contenders in the chasing pack, Jung Hana. Downhill putt for birdie on 10. Stay up. Oh, just bends off to the left. No birdie for Hana on the 10th. She'll remain at 10 under par. Park Hyun-kyung just making sure that Hana doesn't interfere with her putting line. She'll have a putt to move into a share of second in just a few moments. Will the 21-year-old. Up on 11, Park Min-ji bunkered with her second shot. It's not the toughest leave in the world. That's a well-played shot for Park Min-ji. All the way back at 8 under par. I feel she might need to run the table to give herself any chance of a 7th title of 2021. Park Hyun-kyung, opposite side of the cup to Jung Hana. So this one's up the hill, breaking from left to right. It does move a lot at the hole. Gave that a little extra pace. Straight through the break, unfortunately. So no birdies for Hyun-kyung or Hana at the start of the inward 9. Back on the tee, tournament leader Kim Soo-ji. How does she handle the nerves coming home this afternoon? 2-shot lead. 9 holes to play for the 25-year-old. That's a fine tee shot. Soo-ji, 17th last week at Jade Palace. Only missed 1 cut on the KLPGA Tour this season. Came back at the KLPGA Championship. Lee Ga-young. Look at the mix. A wonderful year. Love to get across the line for the first time in her career. Tee shot there. It's 11th on the money list coming into the week. 287 million Korean won. Lee So-mi pocketed a little bit more than that, the two-time winner. That's the last tee shot left. Don't want to be left with this pin. Ooh, it's going to end up in the fairway bunker. Actually, that's a good break. Should be able to pick that ball a lot cleaner out of the sand. Should be able to get a little bit more spin on it. It's going to help try to keep it on this back left level. Now, Ji-Han Sol on the 14th, a third shot to the par 5 from 79. Front hole location today on 14, 7 on, 9 from the left. Or right about where Ji-Han Sol's ball has ended up. Great shot from Han Sol. So good in the first round on Friday before a late bogey in her closing hole. Just coming off a bogey at 13. It looks like she'll get that straight back now. Minji for a par on the 11th. Inside right edge, nothing to this. Yeah, absolutely no mistake from there, Park Min-ji. Remain 5 shots back, 7 holes to play. A great aerial view down the 10th hole. You see Lee So-mi in that lone bunker on the left-hand side with the pin in the back left. When she makes good contact with this, she should generate enough spin to hold it in that section. Contact certainly sounded good. It's on a very nice line. Oh, just probably half a club too far. It's okay. Past the pin leaves you an uphill chip or putt, whatever So-mi chooses to do. Remember to stay aggressive. That's going to be key for the chasing pack on this inward half. Leave yourself the uphill putts, the uphill leaves. You don't have to worry about running something past the hole and the comebacker. You want to stay aggressive. That's the best way to facilitate that. Kim Soo-ji, 87 left. Nice line, straight at it. But she too, just going to end up on the back fringe. Again, like So-mi, not disastrous. Far worse places to leave your second shot on this par 4. But the door, once again, slightly ajar for Lee Ga-young. It's trying to inch its way closer. Be a decent look at birdie for Ga-young. That's going to have some movement from her left to right. Now Ji-Han Sol to claw herself back to 9 under. Very nicely done for Ji-Han Sol. Both her wins coming in 54-hole events. Something about these sprints just seems to get Ji-Han Sol fired up. It's a third birdie of the day. Goes back up to 9 under. Now, far, far ahead is Roh Seung-hui. He's got the low round on the golf course at the moment. This for a 7th birdie of the day. Great pace. Just not the right line. Out at 33. Picked up birdies at 10, 13 and 14. Just be a par on the par 3 16th. 2 holes left to play. Currently 71st on the money list. This is going to really help her quest to secure her playing rights for next season. There still are quite a few big money events coming up over the next few weeks. Now Park Hyun-kyung's second shot to the uphill 11th from 157. Okay, didn't get all of that. But it's not gone in the bunker. I think that's a good break for Hyun-kyung. That was a big miss club though. At least a club and a half short. Don't expect Jang Hana to make the same mistake. Only very dialed in with her distance control. 1:33 left for the 22-year-old. Punchy, abbreviated follow through. Controlled the flight. Yeah, very tidy shot from Jang Hana. Lee So-mi, first to play her third to the 10th. Pretty makeable chip. A little bit of left to right, all uphill. Yeah, good effort. Had the line. It's a simple four after missing this 10th fairway for So-mi. 12. Well today, all the way in the back left section.
Yeah.
Just 6 paces from the left edge, 35 from the front. And that's a real stunner from 172 from Park Min-ji. We said she needed to run the table. That's a good start. Nice tee shot on the 12th. Kim Soo-ji would have seen the line from Lee So-mi. Just needs to hit it a touch harder. This for birdie. Oh, terrific stuff from Kim Soo-ji. It was a clutch par save at 9. It's a wonderful birdie at 10. Spreads her lead to 3 shots once more. Lee Ka-young now needs to hold this just to keep pace with Soo-ji. At the last hole, outside left edge. That finish just on the left edge. A little unfortunate for Ga-young. Soo-ji now 3 shots clear. Well, we thought it was in Ga-young. It's a cruel game, golf. Just at 4. So Hyun-kyung, it has looked like ball's finished in the bunker. I thought it kicked left and around it. But like Lee So-mi's second shot back on 10, this is going to allow her to create some spin on it. Far easier than playing out of this thick Zoysia rough. Interesting shot selection for almost a chunk and run, trying to land up the downslope. It's worked out very nicely for Park Hyun-kyung. We have approximately 5 feet to save a par on the green. But we'll take you back to the tee first with your final group of the day. Set to play this uphill dog leg ride, par 4 11th. 359 meters it stretches. Just one bunker to worry about, that's on the left-hand side of the fairway. A fairway that slopes quite significantly from left to right. Pretty good chance that if you find the short stuff, you're going to have a hanging line to this elevated green. If you can carry it past 220, right up about where that far edge of the bunker is, you're going to be in a flat spot, making that second shot slightly easier. But the hole today, just 13 paces from the front and 10 from the right, cut right over a little shoulder that sits past this bunker. Not an easy one to get close to. It's a good chance for the chasing back to hopefully pick up a shot. The way that Kim Soo-ji is playing, I don't think she's going to make too many mistakes. rest of the field got to come up and get her. Only 3 birdies today on this 11th. Only slightly over its par. Big tee shot from Kim Soo-ji past that trap on the left, up onto the top plateau. Not putting a foot wrong is the lady who leads by 3. Lee Ga-young, one of the longer players on the KLPGA Tour. He's got plenty of greens today, but only has 2 birdies to show for it.
Hey, go.
She too, even further up than Kim Soo-ji. It's generally a pretty forgiving and wide open golf course, but there are some holes that require you to hit very accurate and precise tee shot, 11 being one of them. Yeah, Lee So-mi, been a bit wonky with this club today. A few left misses on 7, 9 and 10. Got to hit a little cut here on 11. Cut that up nicely, but slightly overworked. So she's going to be once again slightly out of position, coming out of the thick rough to a pin with not too much green to play with on that angle. Needs to start hitting a couple of fairways to give herself better chances. Final group making their way up the 11th. Chang Hana trying to make her way up to 11 under par. Right to left her, slightly downhill for a 3. Body language says it all. Giving herself good looks at 10 at 11, but it's just a couple of pars. Not what you need when you're 4 back. Still hasn't dropped a shot yet this Sunday afternoon, Chang Hana. Park Hyun-kyung to avoid a drop shot. Left edge putt for par. Beautifully holed. Great save for Park Hyun-kyung. Keeping her chances alive. Now Park Chae-yun's second shot to the 13th, a hole that she has not enjoyed through the first 2 days, bogeying it on Friday and Saturday, although you feel that's going to be significantly improved after that wonderful iron shot. Soo-ji is away on 11. See, top of that plateau, much flatter lie, 134 left. Got to take it past the pin, don't want to bring this front bunker into play. Oh, that was brave to land it just on the front edge, but she's going to be rewarded with a putt from approximately pin high. Lee So-mi, almost a similar yardage, but out of a much tougher lie, much worse angle. 127 left. Comes up short in the bunker that we saw Park Hyun-kyung in the group in front. Yep, it's in the trap. So-mi need to get those scrambling boots on once again. Ga-young can't see how close in Kim Soo-ji is. She needs to go flag hunting here. Yeah, a fine shot from Ga-young. but it's not quite as good as your leaders. Kim Soo-ji has the advantage on the 11th as well. Now across to Choi Hye-jin on 13. Try to inch closer to that lead. Nice putt, well holed. Choi Hye-jin gets back into red figures on the day with that birdie. Runner-up last week at Jade Palace. This is Park Chae-yeon for the second birdie on the 13th hole after a very nice approach shot. Whoop, curls that in the left edge for a third birdie of the day. Yet to make par on 13 this week, Park Chae-yeon. First time she's made birdie there, and she can breathe a sigh of relief. On 12, Minji to get to 9 under after a very good tee shot. That's a nice birdie for Park Min-ji. 3 one-putts to start her inward half. For the moment, 5 shots back. Green is clear. Back on the tee. Park Hyun-kyung, you see that beautiful Infinity SM6 Saloon will go to anyone who manages an ace on this signature par 3 this week. Nobody yet to do it. We've had 2 hole-in-ones already. None on this hole, however. 72 down the hill. Very, very good with these long clubs as Park Hyun-kyung. That up in the air very quickly, stopping it a little bit quicker than she was anticipating, but all in all, pretty solid shot. Hana Rin in the navy blue there did make a hole-in-one earlier this year at the Lotte Championship. And this was the lady that left Bear's best in Cheongna feeling the best. Chang Hana, a winner that week in a playoff against Yu Hei-ran. Giving herself good looks at 10 and 11. Can she do it again here on 12? Up quickly with the tee. Likes the line. Just a fraction left. It's a pin high look. Hold one from a similar range Saturday afternoon on this hole for birdie. At least so me uphill lie in this bunker. Nice shot from So Mi. It's going to be another 6-footer just to stay at 10 under par. Now to 17 and Roh Seong-hui on the back right fringe, about 40 feet. Slow putt, gotta hit it. Gave that a mighty thwack, but it's still coming up short. It's going to be a nervy little 5-footer for Roh Seong-hui to avoid a first drop shot first Sunday afternoon. Birdie look for Seo Yeon-jung on the 18th. Not going to find the bottom of the cup. Player who went out in 32 on the front 9. And it's going to be a level par inward half. And an 8 under par week. Not too bad from Seo Yeon-jung, lying just outside the top 10 in a share of 11th. Ga-young will be first to putt on the 11th. This to get to 3 back. Short in the heart, not what you want when you're trying to run down the leader. It's going to be 4 pars in a row for Lee Ga-young. Soo-ji can really stamp her authority on this tournament. If this one finds the bottom of the jar, this to get to 15 under. Identical line to Lee Ka-young, just has to remember to hit it. Unlucky. Good stroke. Just slides by on the left side. Still a par, keeps her advantage at 3. 7 holes remaining. Soo-ji searching for a breakthrough win on the KLPGA Tour. Will it come here at Sunning Point? Yet to see a twist in the tail. ENG knows how to post a number. 82 meters left. Uphill. Just leaning like that's just out to the right. Oh yeah. Left the club face open a bit. Hung it out right. Coming up short. Remember when she won her first title of the year at the next Sense 8-9 Masters, she was in the penultimate group, posted a number. Chang Hana bogeyed the final hole and Min Ji triumphed in a 2-hole playoff. So anything's possible. Park Hyun-kyung is to join that group at 11 under. And again, we see that ball just wobbling a bit at the start. Coming up about a foot short for Hyun-kyung.
안쪽으로 가면 될 것 같아.
Seung-hui to stay in a share of second. Yeah, well holed. 1 hole left to play in her week. What a week it's been. And for her best finish on the KLPGA Tour, Roh Seung-hui. Lee So-mi for a sandy save on 11. Inside left edge, but well done. Gutsy up and down from Lee So-mi. She's had to work hard over the last couple of holes, but stays at 10 under par. Chang Hana birdied this hole yesterday. Looking to repeat that feat today. Left to righter. Hurry along, hurry along. Frustrating for the graduate of Yonsei University. Has 5 titles on the LPGA Tour, mind you. He decided to come back to her homeland of South Korea in 2017 to ply her trade full-time on the KLPGA Tour, and what a profitable decision that's turned out to be for the 14-time winner over her closest pursuers. Right now, that final group up on the picturesque 12th tee. 3 more chances for someone to drive home. And that Infinity SM6, the prize for anyone who snags a hole-in-one this week at the signature par 3 here at Sunning Point. Although you don't think Kim Soo-ji is going to be eyeing up that car. He's just going to be looking to find the middle of the green. Anything within 25, 30 feet is going to be more than acceptable. The lady who managed a 2 at this hole yesterday afternoon. Uh-oh. Got up and out of that. It's headed off to the right. And that is the literal definition of on the dance floor, but not able to hear the music. It's a green hit, and that's a good 55-footer remaining for Kim Soo-ji. We talk about how good Park Hyun-kyung is with the hybrid club, the Lee Ka-young. She's pretty proficient with these rescue clubs as well. Hit a lot of shots stiff over the last year with this club. See, she was trying to rope one in with a big high draw, but it's just staying at the right edge of the green. It's a little bit better than Kim Soo-ji's. It's going to leave her with about 30 feet for a birdie. So Me has been scrambling for the last hour or so. Start of the day, 2 shots back at 9 under. Now finds herself 4 shots adrift.
와.
She too, that one carving up to the right edge of the green. Gonna release on a touch. But nobody really in with a easy look at birdie in this final group, and that card is going to go unclaimed at the ENG Ladies Open. Park Min-ji, a couple of birdies to start her inward half. There's for another to get Min-ji to double digits under par on the 13th. Right to left in this. Hangs right. Just birdie 13. This a birdie look at the par 5 14th to join Min-ji in a share of 7th. Downhill. Going to be moving from her right. And, that was not a good stroke at all for Choi Hye-jin. Back to the golf, and Kim Soo-ji, lengthy 50-plus footer for a birdie on the 12th. Be happy to just cozy this down to within 3-4 feet. And that one wasn't too far away. Great putt under pressure for Kim Soo-ji. There's a bit of cleaning up to do, but the way that she's putted, you almost give that to her.
아, 이 정도 버려.
Up to 13, second shot for Hyun Kyung. 87 meters left. That right hole. Great shot for Hyun Kyung. Pitched that exactly at 87. And again, those firm greens, that first bounce, just kicking the ball a little bit further on before the spin starts to grab it. Chang Hana, 3 straight pars to start her inward half. She'll find a little spark of magic from 74 meters. No, like Park Min-ji, leaving that just half a club short. So hard to judge the distance and trust it on this uphill par 4. Now back to the par 3 12th, and Lee So-mi needs something to start happening. This for birdie to get into a share of second. Yeah, hit the brakes. As has Lee So-mi's charge. Got off to such a good start. Birdies at 4 and 5. Bogey at 7 and all par since. Meanwhile, at the home hole, 6 birdies in her day, 147 left to the final hole for Roh Seong-hui. First time this week, that hole's in the back right section. And that's going to leave Roh Seong-hui about 35 feet. Still cruising for a nice paycheck this Sunday afternoon. Lee Ka-young, the other player at 11 under. Downhiller. It's like right to left in this. And that's a huge putt for Lee Ka-young. Gets one to drop for the 3rd time today. Moves into solo second and trims that lead to just 2 shots. Closed with a 64 to get into a playoff at the McCall Mona Park Ladies Open, eventually losing out to Kim Hae-rim. She's not afraid of a fight on a Sunday afternoon. Kim Soo-ji just going to go through her process. It's no gimme, that one. So she'll stew on that as we find Chang Hana putting up the hill for birdie on 13. Park Min-ji missed it right. Same fate befalls Chang Hana, whose putter has gone cold.
오빠, 여기 괜찮아요?
For Pars in a row to start her inward half.
찰게요. 좀 더 들어가도 돼요?
조금만 더 들어.
I love that stat with Zhang Hana. 72% of the time when she makes it through to the weekend this season, she's finished in the top 10. No wonder she's a money-making machine. Now, Kim Soo-ji, 3-footer to stay 2 clear. Bravely hold. That's a wonderful 2-putt for Kim Soo-ji. The lead shrinks to 2, but more importantly, she's still in the lead. Now Hyun Kyung, and she's take a step closer. Slight downhill putt. Oh, it's not that much downhill. You see it there. She knew it when she hit it. Disappointment. Looks to the heavens to say, goodness me, why did I do that? Such a nice wedge shot. And to leave it short in the jaws. So up to the par 5 14th and Park Min-ji's third shot. Front hole location. And a very good picture of the golf ball. Park Min-ji sticks one in close. 3 wonderful shots from this 3-ball. Min-ji trying desperately to get into the clubhouse with a score that's going to make the leaders think a little bit. But that's all to come. The leaders right now will be thinking about this tricky uphill par 4 13. It's only 314 meters, but it's all uphill and it bends sharply from right to left, right around this featured rock bunker. A lot of the players are going to be aiming it at the far trap that no one's going to get to at 245. Carry it far enough up the hill and you'll have a flat-ish lie to an elevated green. Players cannot see the bottom of the pin from the fairway. But they will know, according to their pin sheets, that the whole location today is 22 on and 10 from the right. In a fairly accessible spot, not too much slope around the hole. It's all about picking the right number for your approach shot. But it all starts here from the tee. Keep it in play. You'll have a chance to spin, control the spin with your approach shot and attack the pin. Now to the lady in second, Lee Ga-young. And that's gonna just carry back onto the fairway. Good break, bouncing out of the left rough for Lee Ga-young. Not sure if she can see that. The left-hand side. But she'll be happy to know that that's just fine. Kim Soo-ji, like I mentioned, still looking for her first win on the KLPGA Tour. Played some good golf this season. There's Kim Soo-ji. Only one missed cut, just under 200 million Korean won banked for the 25-year-old who will celebrate her birthday next month. Just going to roll through into the first cut of rough and sit down a touch. It's going to make spin control and distance control just that little bit trickier for Kim Soo-ji. Leader by 2. 6 holes to play. Lee So-mi wants to go. She finally hit a fairway. Yes, she can. All right, up the right-hand side of 13 goes Lee So-mi. Gives you a great look at that camera angle, how uphill this hole plays. Massive rock feature on the left-hand side. Players can't even see the green from the tee box. Now to the 18th. And for a closing 7th birdie of the day for Roh Seong-hui. Gotta hurry along, gotta hurry along. Okay. It's been a wonderful round of golf. And the lady was just enjoying her third full season on the KLPGA Tour. Now, Hwang Jung-mi playing alongside Park Min-ji. This uphill right to lefter to get to 6 under. Yeah, well hold for Hwang. First birdie of the day comes at the par 5. And this for a round of 66, the low round of the day. Nicely done. Bogey-free 66 for Roh Seong-hui. She posts 11 under par as the target in the clubhouse. Great week's work for Seong-hui. Lee So-mi is away. She will play first to this back right hole. Yeah, nice shot. Just about pin high for Lee So-mi. Just notice the amount of spin you can create with the crisp strike coming out of the fairway. Don't expect to see the same amount of bite on Kim Soo-ji's ball from the right rough. Lee Ga-young will be next to go, fresh off that birdie at 12. Can she continue her climb up the leaderboard? 83 meters left, but not pleased with that one. Yeah, seen that a couple of times. Just a fraction heavy, just coming up short. Haven't seen a player make that putt yet. See if Lee Ga-young can be the first. Now, Soo-ji. First cut of rough on the right-hand side. Ball just sat down a fraction as it came to rest. Key here, you've got to keep your angle of attack nice and steep. Chop down at the back of the ball, accelerate through. Look to do that. And yeah, judging the release very nicely. Good shot from Kim Soo-ji. Brilliant shot. Leaves her the best look for birdie on the 13th. Park Min-ji has this to get to double digits under par and temporarily within 4 shots of the lead. Wonderful stuff. There's a third birdie of the back 9 for Park Min-ji. Up into a share of 4th. There is no quits in Park Min-ji. Jung Hana tees are up today on 14, so the players can get home in 2. Hana from 199, well within her range. Was it a club tour? She likes it. Oh, just coming up a fraction short. Well, that's fine. Pretty simple up and down remaining for Jung Hana on the par 5 14th. Ga-young for back-to-back birdies. And to cut that lead in half. It looks right to left, but we've seen it straighten out when it gets to the hole, so it's almost a straight putt. Oh, it certainly isn't a foot outside the left edge. Misread from Ga-young. That's going to leave Kim Soo-ji with a chance to restore a 3-shot cushion at the top. Didn't go for the green, laying up. Park Hyun-kyung on 14. Ryan on the strength of her game. Good wedge play. 64 meters left. Throwing that in very high. Perhaps up that a little bit off the top of the club. A little bit too steep. Not proud of that shot at all. Lee So-mi happy to be putting for birdie from a reasonable length for once. This to get to 11. And Lee So-mi makes one. A great birdie. Sees the 2-time winner in 2021 into a share of 3rd with Roh Seong-hui. Kim Soo-ji. to renew her 3-shot advantage at the top. Outside right edge putt, pretty flat. Oh no, just like Park Hyun-kyung from a similar angle, leaving that woefully short. Is that a sign of nerves, perhaps? Regardless, that lead will stay at 2. Jung Hana. Simple chip, very makeable. Ooh. Took a very soft bounce. Good news is she's underneath the hole, but the bad news is it's not a guaranteed 4. You feel this is, though. Yep. Simple par for Suji. Inching her way closer to the clubhouse. Talk about the good finishes that Lee Ga-young's had this year. Top 10 finishes include a 5th at the Next Sensate 9 Masters, 5th at the Kyochon Honey, 9th at the Celtrion Queens, obviously that playoff loss at the McColt Mona Park Ladies Open, 9th at the Daiowenia MBN, and 6th at the High One Resorts 2 weeks ago. Actually had the 36-hole lead at the Hanwha Classic last week, although 72-73 on the weekend saw her finish in 12th. Park Hyun-kyung, after that poor wedge shot, this uphill putt for birdie, slides by the right edge. And could that be the end of the a realistic challenge for Park Hyun-kyung? 4 holes remaining, 4 shots back. Oh, it's a tall task to ask of the 21-year-old, isn't it? Oh, back on the tee. And the lady who has plenty of power, Lee So-mi. You think, given her current position on that leaderboard, the current state of affairs, she gets this one in play, she might have a crack in 2 at the green. Got to find the fairway, though. Gave that a little extra oomph. Fairway kicks from right to left. And that's going to continue to release on. It's probably going to be around that 215-meter mark. Might be just out of the go zone for Lee So-mi. She could surprise us. Ga-young. It's about the same distance that Lee So-mi can move the ball out there. She's a touch closer to Kim Soo-ji. Needs to keep the pressure on the 25-year-old leader. Going for a quick ball change there. Just noticed a scuff on her ball, so she'll reset as Jung Hana for a 4 at 14. Gotta have it. That's a huge opportunity miss for Hana. Went for the green in 2, came up short, did not play a good pitch shot. And like Hyun-kyung, is that going to be the end of her challenge with only 4 holes to play? So, fresh pill for Ga-young. Started up the right. Big old draw.
Okay.
Caddy likes it. It's up the left-hand side. Needs to stay in the short stuff. Might have kicked just into the first cut of rough. And that ball is teed up. That's almost better than being in the fairway. It opens up the angle on the hole. And that's sitting up in the rough. It's almost like being on a tee. So we'll have to see when she gets up to that second shot. Now, Kim Soo-ji. Turned pro back in 2014, but only joined the KLPGA Tour as a full member in 2017, where she finished 3rd on the Rookie of the Year points race. Confident, quick tee pickup. Like Lee Ga-young, that's just gonna... No, that stays in the left edge of the fairway. Curious to see if she decides to give this green a rip in two with a two-shot lead. Now, Ji-han Sol. Beg your pardon, Hyun Se Lin. I'm getting confused with all these long socks out the KLPGA Tour. Second shot from 130 to the 17th. 3 under for her day. Oh, and she'll have that to get to 4 under for her final round. Open with a 68 on Friday, followed up with a 70 yesterday. Park Min-ji, second of the long 15th. 140 meters left. And okay, the only bogey of her second round came with a 3-putt on this hole yesterday. So it's a layup for your leader on the par 5 14th, just outside of the go zone, so looking for position here. That's looking left. There's trouble down there. Oh, settle. Yeah, that should be okay. Just in the thick rough. That was a nervy swing. So she left the lower body behind, swatted it with the arms. And she'll get away with that. Although it's not going to be easy to judge the contact with her second shot. And it looks like Lee Ga-young also just outside of her comfortable go zone. Going to be laying this one up as well. This one heading left as well for Lee Ga-young. Okay, at least we can see the lie there, and it doesn't look too heavy from that camera angle. And the top two on the leaderboard, not in the fairway on the par 5. Lee So-mi, hybrid out as well. Look at the left TV tower. Trying to play a little cut along the shape of this hole. Yeah, stay in the fairway. Certainly going to do that. Good shot for Lee So-young. This is Ji-han So on the last hole to finish up her week in double digits under par. Gonna need a better line read than that one, Han So. It's gonna be another solid week for the 2-time KLPGA Tour winner. Tie for 9th right now. Ji-han So losing 69 for her. Park Min-ji on 15 for a birdie. Big swinger from left to right coming down the hill. It looked good for a very long time, but it's just going to be a par. Okay. 3 under for Sunday. 3 holes to play. Now Hyun Se Lin for a birdie on 17. After that great iron shot, converts that left to right slider into a share of 5th with Park Min-ji, Park Hyun-kyung and Jang Hana. Great stuff from Hyun Se Lin. Now Lee Ga-young on the second shot. See the ball of Kim Soo-ji just on the left. Similar looking lie. Ga-young will play first. Carry. Okay, gets onto the front edge, but coming out of the rough, not able to get any spin on that. Gonna have a downhill left to right putt from about 25 feet. Ball nestled halfway down in this noisier rough, and the ball's going to be slightly below her feet. Never easy when you're playing to an uphill green. So important, stay in your posture. Got to keep that spine angle consistent throughout the swing. Just 73 meters left. Okay, like Lee Ga-young, that ball releasing on for Suji. Not the first time she's taken the lead into a final round. Had that at the BC Kart Han Kyung Ladies Cup, eventually pipped to the post by Im Jin Hee's closing 66. Lee So-mi, certainly the easiest third shot out of these three. Keen to flick one in close for an easy birdie to join Lee Ga-young at 12 under. Great simple pitching motion, not a lot of moving parts, all in the rotation. A bit further than the putt that Park Min-ji had, a good chance for a birdie. Choi Hye-jin, this on 16 for a 2 to climb up to 9 under once more. Keep going, keep going. And Choi Hye-jin, the wait for a 9th win continues. She's going to have a great chance next week at the KB Group Star Financial Championship. 4th major of the year. This was the lady who won the first major of the year. And the longest par 4 on the inward stretch. 164 left for Park Hyun-kyung. And it's just going to roll through the back left edge of the green. Tough hole location. That middle right section today. Guarded by a steep shoulder, about 10 paces short of it. Only one birdie in this long par 4 today. What can she do from the middle of the fairway? Sling a high draw in there, one hand off the club, but we've seen this before. Oh no. Shades of the 16th hole at Jade Palace last week. Jang Hana trying to make a charge. Hits one out of play. That'll be a provisional ball now, but I think we'd have to get search and rescue out to find that first one. Jang Hana, catastrophic mistake on the 15th. Will spell the end of her chances for a second title of 2021. Yeah, much better shot there, but playing 4 from there is going to mean that that putt is for a bogey. Goodness me. Jang Hana, big mistake. On 15 now, Ga-young, outside chance for a birdie, downhill, left to righter. She hit that hard enough. Keep going, run out. Couldn't be too frisky with that coming downhill. We'll have to settle for a par. Now, Jang Hana, search and rescue is go up the side of the hill on this 15th hole. You're almost in a situation where I don't know if you want to find this ball, because that's some very thick vegetation up there. She's got 3 minutes to do so, so there's just enough time to check in with Kim Soo-ji. Slightly closer putt than Lee Ga-young, but still coming downhill, so got to be wary with this one. Bending from left to right for a birdie. Gave that plenty of respect. And that's the right thing to do. Birdie would be great, but guarantee the par. Don't bring bogey into play by trying to hold that. Well, Minjee, tee shot on 16. Hole in the back left, in the front left, beg your pardon, today. Bogey this hole yesterday with a 3-putt, and that, unfortunately, is not the easiest 2-putt that Minjee has left herself. Well, with all that excitement, Lee So-mi has this to move alongside Lee Ga-young at 12 under par. Golden opportunity which she must grab. And just like that, it's back-to-back birdies for Lee So-mi, who now finds herself 2 shots back of your leader. Brilliant stuff from the 4-time winner on the KLPGA Tour. Park Hyun-kyung, cross-country effort on the 15th. Just from the back left fringe. Oh, it's on a good line if it's got the pace. Great touch for Park Hyun-kyung. Safely secures her 4. She is bogey free today, but just 2 birdies. Not going to cut the mustard with Kim Soo-ji not backing up to the field. She's inside the top 5 though. Soo-ji to clean up for her par. Yeah, nicely done. Doing what she needs to do. 2-shot cushion. It's been preserved, but now Jang Hana for a bogey on the 15th. A lot of movement from left to right. Okay, that's a good save. Drops just the 1 shot. And that'll spell the end of Jang Hana's challenge this week. Now Park Min-ji. Left to right up. Down a tier. Speed is critical here. Needs to hurry, needs to hurry. Okay, just about in the safe zone for Park Min-ji. She too looks like she's going to run out of holes this week. Hyun-se Lin at the closing hole. Out of the right rough. Ball sitting up nicely. How brave does she want to be with this back right hole? Easy ball. Okay. Stays on the green. Gonna leave her about a 20-footer uphill for a birdie. 4 under on the day is Hyun-se Lin. Choi Hye-jin. Second shot. Just 1 under for her final round. Last week's runner-up. Okay, that's a fine shot into the penultimate hole. She's only broken 70 4 times this season in the final round. The 14th done, the final group. The leaders now face the toughest hole on the golf course, the longest par 4 here at Sunning Point Country Club. So-mi, back-to-back birdies, has the honor. Looks like she's got the driver back under control. That's exactly what you want to see. Get it safely away on 15. That's a good distance up there as well. So Lee So-mi. So you feel with everything that's transpiring out the golf course, it's going to be a 3-horse race to the finish with 4 holes to play. Ga Young next to play. She never looks pleased with her ball in the air, but they always seem to turn out just fine. That's more than fine for Lee Ka-young. Dissects the 15th fairway here. I mentioned 3-horse race. This is the lady out in front. 2 lengths clear, as they would say in horse racing. And she finished strong. The leader, Suji, on the tee. Her only bogey through her first 36 holes came on this hole with a 3-putt from about 30 feet yesterday. And that's the tee shot safely negotiated for the final 3 ball this Sunday afternoon. Suji continues to lead from the front, looking for her first win on the KLPGA Tour. The advantage is 2, with 4 holes left to play. Up on 17 green, Choi Hye-jin to try to sneak into the top 10. Go on. Yes, well done. A 4th birdie of the day. And Choi Hye-jin moves it to a share of 8th at 9 under par. Back to 16T. Unmistakable with that Molly's food truck parked right on the back of this elevated tee box. Hyun Kyo, been bogey free today. She just made 7 pars in a row. Unable to find any momentum on this inward half. Though she will have the honor on this 154-meter par 3. Front left hole location today, behind a slope. Worked out brilliantly by Park Hyun-kyung and her caddy. Caddy said draw, and the ball listened. Hyun-kyung will have a look at birdie to come. Now on the home hole, Hyun-se Lin for a closing 4 in a round of 67. Oh, it was online, wasn't it? But it just comes up short. Still, good Sunday for Hyun-se Lin. Now Jung Hana, she put the disappointment of that swing into 15 out of her mind. She's next on the tee. Exasperated huff from Jung Hana. Tells you what she thinks of that shot. Short and right. Not great. Hyun-se Lim tidies up for a round of 68. Bookend 68 this week for Hyun-se Lin. She'll end up in a share of 5th for the moment. Nice playing from Se Lin. Lee Ka-young, favorite club in hand, 165 left on 15. Slightly uphill second shot. And that whole location protected by a steep slope right in front of it. There's a backstop long left if she gets lucky, but that's tugged. Slow down, slow down. Through the green. And now that's going to be a rather tricky up and down. See that light green area just left of the cup. Going to kick everything right. Going to need some touch to nestle that one up close. Now, not many holes left. That could trouble your leader, Kim Soo-ji. This is the last hard one that she's got to contend with. Start this pretty much straight over Lee So-mi's ball in front of her. 157 left, uphill. They start off in a good line, but it's just turning away. It needs to settle down, and like Lee Ga-young, that one going to run through the green. So no guaranteed fours from the pair of them through the 15th green. Perhaps the door left slightly ajar for Lee So-mi, and she hits the ball very high, so she can use that to her advantage, try to stop that ball quickly, maybe even use that slope just past the pin and to the left to feed it back. If there's ever a time for a quality iron shot, it's right now. She's staring it down like she likes it. Oh, and she has every reason to. Come on back. That's a brilliant shot from Lee So-mi. She's going to have a downhill slider, but it's a great look at birdie. And with the leader with no guaranteed par, it could yet be a twist in this tail. Chang Hana electing to putt it from the straggly fringe at the front of 16. Downhill all the way when it gets to that point. Should start to gather pace. Yeah, nicely judged from Chang Hana. Park Min-ji on 17. Second shot to this uphill green from 129. Okay, one of those unlucky golf shots that could have stopped in the rough just short, but it just trickles on the front edge. Park Hyun-kyung, great tee shot to 16. This for birdie to get to 11 under. Oh. Sums up her day, really. Good shot. Doesn't make the putt. Park Hyun-kyung. Oh, Ga-young electing to putt this. I like this play. A lot of swing from left to right. Got to hit it hard enough to get it through that fringe. That's not high enough. And that's gonna be a tester. Choi Hye-jin on the closing hole with her third shot. And she finish off in style. Good angle from the left half of the fairway. Coming up half a club short to this back right hole. Oh, this is a brave play. Kim Soo-ji gonna chip this one off the back foot, so try and drill it in low with a bit of spin, try and stun it on the top of that slope and have it go hard right to the hole. It's a high risk shot, but it's the one that she feels most confident with. She's played a real gem. Nerves of steel, Kim Soo-ji. Excellent touch, all but guarantees a 4. Park Min-ji looking for another birdie here on the 17th. Stay up. It won't. Park Min-ji gonna have another nice week here on the KLPGA Tour. Continues to just grow that bank balance. Hart Min-chi. Now Lee So-mi, a huge putt. This to halve the lead to just one. We know how much this swings from left to right. And she needs to give this a good stroke. Gotta have this to put the pressure on. Oh, and she has it. Lee So-mi, 3 birdies in a row. Solo second, 1 off the lead. Wonderful stuff from Lee So-mi. And Lee Ga-young now finds herself in third. It needs to have this to stay just 2 back. Still got some movement to the right in this, so she will need to keep aggressive through the ball. Yeah, well hold. Really got up and down for Lee Ga-young. Keeps her chances alive. Those times I think it's an advantage to have the flag stick in and see it in your mind's eye, just hitting the flag and going in. That's all you need. Yep. Great up and down for Kim Soo-ji. But that advantage is now the slimmest of margins over Lee So-mi. He's looking for a 3rd win of 2021. Now to 17, Park Hyun-kyung. 135 left. Another good iron shot. Yet to make a birdie on this back 9. The only other player to go birdie free on this back 9 on the golf course so far is Jung Hana. I've just looked, Anna Rin also hasn't made a birdie, so this group yet to find a red number on this inward half. It's a friendly kick onto the putting surface for Jung Hana, but the penultimate pairing, grouping I should say, not mustering the charge that we thought was going to come from those 3 ladies. Now up the hill to the 16th tee, and the lady in solo second right now, Lee So-mi, hit a quality iron shot into 15. She could certainly do with another, the downhill 16th. Front left hole location, just 10 from the front. Just want to land this a yard on, let the slope do the rest. Release on, keep coming, keep coming. Yeah, that's a pretty good shot for Lee So-mi. And a big moment for Kim Soo-ji. Now, Ga-young. This to stay 1 shot back. Pretty straight putt. If anything, just inside of the right edge. Shot at that outside the hole, and it stays there. So a huge birdie on 16 for Kim Soo-ji puts her advantage at 2 over Lee So-mi, and now 3 over Lee Ga-young. With just 2 holes remaining. So pars for Ga Young and So Mi. Possibly the biggest two of her young career so far. For Kim Soo-ji, sees her stretch that advantage to 2 shots once again as they make their way up to the penultimate hole here at Sunning Point Country Club. The uphill par 4 17, 355 meters this hole stretches. The tee shot plays slightly downhill from an elevated tee to a skinny landing area that slopes from left to right. You wander too far right, there's trees and a trap at 230. From there, uphill all the way for your second shot to this elevated green, guarded by 1 deep bunker on the right. And this whole location today, 21 from the front, 9 from the right, cut right over that bunker, right behind a little shoulder that kicks balls away and to the left. Really important, want to be on this back section to leave yourself a reasonable chance for a 3. Soo-ji now. Looking up the left-hand side of this fairway. The left rough isn't a terrible miss here. Love how she's staying aggressive with her tempo. So many players under pressure slow down. They try to, control the club face, steer it almost. Not Kim Soo-ji. She's swinging freely. And she's leading by 2, although that ball's just come up against the collar of first cutter rough. Could make contact a little bit challenging for the 25-year-old leader. Now Lee So-mi finds herself 2 shots back again. Allowing for that left to right kick in the fairway. Well done. Lee So-mi on the short stuff. Doing all she can. Kim Soo-ji just too good at the moment. Lee Ga Young at 3 back with 2 to play. Yeah, you need a miracle to preserve those chances. Still, gotta give yourself a chance. Get a good tee shot away, you never know. Down the stretch at a KLPGA Tour event. Up the right-hand side, settle down. Playing her second shot out of the thicker rough on the right-hand side. So the challenge of Lee Ga Young perhaps just going to come up short. Kim Soo-ji too clear of Lee So-mi. Park Min-ji on the closing hole. A chance to finish up the week in a share of 4th if this one can go in. Hurry along. Nope, runs out of pace. She left it late, Park Min-ji. 7 pars in a row to start her Sunday. A bogey at the 9th. A 69 to close for the career number 1. Good week's work, tie for 5th. And she'll be adding to that 1.25 billion Korean won already banked. Looking like she's cruising for a 25 million Korean won paycheck with the top 5 finish here. Kim Soo-ji, she's the lady on top at the moment, as she has been for most of the week. 63 on Friday, a 70 yesterday. She leads by 2. With 2 to play over Lee So-mi. Not an easy shot left for Lee Ga Young on the 17th. You see there, just about the top third of the ball. 123 meters between her and the hole. That ball slightly below her feet on an uphill lie to an elevated green. Smart play is about 20 feet left and past the pin, something like that, but it's just going to release onto the back edge of the green. Really couldn't do very much from there. Lee Ga Young. She's cruising for another top 5 finish this week. What's going to be her 5th of the season. The most of any player without a victory yet in 2021. Lee So-mi still has a chance. You know, she's probably thinking birdie, birdie finish. Second shot here on 17. Started right. Came back, soft landing. Okay. Good shot. Just past the pin. Staying aggressive. Asking Kim Soo-ji all the right questions. It's not making it easy on Soo-ji, and this lie isn't too easy for Soo-ji. That ball's just up against the first cut of rough. 113 left. Contact is key. Okay. Smart shot. Played it out to the left. Take the bunker out of play. Still leave yourself a chance for a birdie. She knows So-mi's got to come catch her. 2 shots ahead. 2 holes to play. So-mi battling hard to see if Soo-ji can get the job done this week at the 19th event on the 2021 season. Big events are still to come. Major championships. Hanwha Financial Group Classic. In about 3 weeks' time. Jung Hana on the closing hole. Went out in 34, but hasn't made a birdie since the 7th hole. 111 left. Trying to cut one up with that follow through. Just stayed straight on her. She's played well this week, but one too many loose shots have cost Jung Hana rather dearly at Sunning Point. Park Yoon-kyung, much like Hyun Se-lin and Roh Seung-hui on that first page of the leaderboard, bogey free. But just 2 birdies for the 4-time winner. There's a little bit of breeze just circulating around this 18th hole. Yeah, tough to trust your yardage. Third shot from 91. Park Hyun-kyung trying to drive that one in low. And that's a fine shot. One of the best to the home hole that we've seen. That'll be for a second consecutive round of 69. Now to 17. And a long-range birdie effort for Lee Ga-young. From the back edge of the green, going to be moving hard from right to left and downhill to the cup. Grossly overestimated that second part of the putt. Ga-young still has a bit of cash to play for. Solo third pays 56 million Korean won. A share of third is going to pay about 45.5, so about 10 million Korean won difference for finishing third by yourself. Hana uphill, moving to her left for a birdie at 18. Yeah, good roll, good speed. But the Sunday back 9 charge never did materialize for Jung Hana. Comes home in 37, a round of 71 to close after back-to-back 68s. Another top 10 finish for the 14-time titleist on the KLPGA Tour. Back to the battle for this week's crown. Suji. Would she have learned anything from Ga Young's putt? If anything, it's not as quick as you think. How are your nerves, Suji? This one for birdie from about 25 feet. You could feel her willing that to keep rolling out. It just pulls up short. Not quite a gimme. About 2 feet or so left. Kim Suji, but Lee So-mi, an opportunity in just a couple of moments to trim that lead to one shot once again. Made a brilliant birdie on 15. This would be just as important. This for a birdie to take her to 14 under par with one hole left to play. Stay up, it doesn't. Just drifts off to the left. Good try. Barring a complete meltdown from Kim Soo-ji on the last, Lee So-mi is going to come up short here. Just indicating to her caddy, I think she thinks that ball wobbled a bit. Well, first and last look of the day at Anna Rin. Started this final round at 8 under par, but it's been a horrid day for the two-time winner in 2020. Played her way into contention through the first couple of rounds several times in 2021. Just hasn't had the goods on the weekend, unfortunately. Disappointing round of 75. Bogey free for Anna Rin. Sees her tumble back down to a share of 29th, ending the week at 5 under par. Now, Ga Young. Lengthy putt for a par save, moving from her right to left. Yeah. A really poor 5 for Lee Ga Young spells the end of her campaign and slips her back into a share of third with Roh Seong-hui. They say every shot in golf makes someone happy. Roh Seong-hui, some extra cash in the pocket with a Ga Young bogey at 17. Kim Soo-ji just going through her routine here. Don't want to change anything. Whether you have this putt on the first hole Thursday or the last hole Sunday, still demands the same amount of care and consideration. This for a par to take a 2-stroke advantage into the 54th hole. Safely in. Kim Soo-ji. 550 meters separate her from KLPGA Tour title number 1. So-mi will clean that up to remain in solo second. Be some disappointment. Lee Ga Young leaves Yongin City this evening. She can take a lot of positives from the week. She's been on an excellent run of form. She's been in the mix, she's knocking on the door, and at some point she's going to walk through it. And it will not be this week. Sunning Point Country Club. Second bogey of the day sees her back at 11 under par. Could be joined on that mark by Park Hyun-kyung if she can make this group's first and only birdie of the back 9. This to move into a share of third at 11 under par. Finally, one drops for Park Hyun-kyung. A sigh of relief, a big smile, a tidy round of golf. Second straight 69 for Park Hyun-kyung. A tie for third this week for the reigning KLPGA champion. But it's all about this lady right now, Kim Soo-ji. 2-shot lead, 1 hole to play. It's a long par 5. She just has to get a good one away. Anywhere in play will do for Kim Soo-ji. And that's going to be just what the doctor ordered. He's a fighter. Not gonna throw in the towel till the scorecards are signed. Had issues with her driver through the middle portion of the round. But goes under control and sends one away safely down the left half of the 18th fairway. Young started the final day just 1 shot back, but didn't have enough to keep up with Kim Soo-ji this Sunday afternoon. Looking like it's heading straight down the middle. So 3 good tee balls for the final group on the 18th hole, and of course with Park Hyun-kyung's birdie just a couple of moments ago, it's taken even more money out of the pocket of Lee Ga-young, so now she's sharing third with 3 players. It's an expensive bogey on 17 for Lee Ga-young. Kim Soo-ji marching towards a maiden victory on the KLPGA Tour. The 25-year-old let one slip to Im Jin-hee at the BC Kart Han-kyung Ladies Cup a couple of months back. She's learned her lesson and she's closing in on the 10th KG edaily Ladies Open title. Her lead is 2 with just the par 5 18th left to play. Start this one just at the right of the 2 purple TV towers at the back of the green. Started well right of that, trying to turn back. They need a good kick. And unfortunately, a good kick it does not receive. Nestles down into some thick stuff. And even a bogey at the last will guarantee her second place all by herself and 77 million Korean won to add to her ledger, which should see her slide up into the top 5 on the order of merit. Soo-ji, your leader, just laying up. Oh, that swing was a bit steery, and I think she knows it. It doesn't matter how you do it. She's done everything right this Sunday afternoon. No pictures on the scorecard. Ga-young, last to play after a big tee shot. Just turning over, needs to settle down. Okay, just into the first cut of rough, but out of the left side, she'll have a good angle into this back right hole. Birdie on the last could be worth about 15 million Korean won. Difference between a 3-way tie for third place and solo third. Kim Soo-ji plodding her way around this back 9. A couple of huge birdies at 10 and one at 16. have afforded her a 2-shot cushion. Right now, 26th on the order of merit, but with 126 million Korean won to the champion, she's going to vault up past the 300 million Korean won mark, which should comfortably see her into the top 20. I believe that should put her 18th on the order of merit. This final hole for this last group. So quick sip of water. Final confirmation of the numbers. It's been a good performance this week from Lee So-mi. This week was in second after the opening round at the Hanwha. Had to get up and down for a 77 on day 2 to make the cut. 77 on day 3. Finished well down the leaderboard. It's been a nice return to form this week. Good shot from 129 to the closing hole. It's a safe, smart shot for Lee So-mi, guaranteeing herself a nice 77 million Korean won paycheck. Just going to bump those earnings for 2021 up past the $500 million Korean won mark. So a very solid season for So-mi. Continues to soldier on. Kim Soo-ji, left half of the fairway, third shot to the home hole from 120. It's a fine shot. She's safely on the green. She'll be able to enjoy the walk up this 18th hole at Sunning Point Country Club, knowing that in a few moments she's going to be able to call herself a KLPGA Tour champion. Lee Ga-young, well, the wait will go on. She has been impressive in 2021, going from strength to strength. This is her third shot to the last. Very nicely done. That's going to be a big money putt when she gets up to it. Lee Ga-young, a chance to finish in solo third. Kim Soo-ji, what a week she's had. Only 2 bogeys all week long. 15th hole at the close of play yesterday afternoon with a 3-putt. Bogeyed her first hole. It was a nervy start, but 5 birdies ever since have left her in the driver's seat. You get the engraver working already. That signature trophy that they give away to the winner at the edaily Ladies Open. Kim Soo-ji. Take nothing away from Ga-young and So-mi. They did all they could to pressure the tournament leader. So-mi 5 birdies on her day against a single drop shot. Ga-young 3 against 2. And Kim Soo-ji, it's just too hard to beat. She's going to be liking her chances when the tour rolls around to Incheon next week at Blackstone for the 4th major of the 2021 season. KB Group Financial Star Championship going to be contested. So we 4 titles, no majors just yet. She's going to be one of the hot favorites. Kim Soo-ji is going to be riding high on plenty of momentum after her performance this week at Sunning Point. Just giving us a good look as Lee So-mi. Can't tell you that this should move from the left to right. It's a fairly flat portion of the green when you get up to this middle back section. Not too much going on slope-wise. Anything with the water behind her, this will be slightly uphill and a little bit slower than the eyes would lead you to believe. At Lee So-mi to end what's been a very good week in style. This for a birdie. Wasn't far off. A great putt. A good effort. That's going to be a closing round of 68 for Lee So-mi. Solo second finish. All 3 rounds in the 60s this week. Plenty to smile about for Lee So-mi, who moves back into the top 5 on the 2021 Order of Merit once again. Kim Soo-ji. With that putt from So-mi missing, she knows 3 putts from here gets the job done. No feeling quite like it, knowing you've got a couple of shots to spare to safely wrap up your first ever victory. Rosie's that up close. She'll stick a coin on that. And in about a minute, we'll tap that in to complete an emphatic victory here in Yongin City. So the emotions are just starting to bubble up to the surface. A couple of deep breaths. Still 1 shot left to play for her. Now Lee Ga-young. Mentioned the importance of this putt. Big money up for grabs. We'll do some quick calculations. It's approximately 35 million Korean won for a share of 3rd place. 56 million for solo 3rd, so about 20 million Korean won riding on this. This for birdie. Left edge for Lee Ga-young. Straight through the break. Just wanders on. And once the disappointment subsides for Ga-young, she'll look back on this week fondly. She's played some very good golf. A wonderful 2021 season continues to roll on for Lee Ga-young, unfortunately, as will her search for a first win on the KLPGA Tour. So a closing round of 71 sees Lee Ga-young share 3rd place with Park Hyun-kyung and Roh Seong-hui. But this is the lady of the moment, Kim Soo-ji. A winner for the first time on the KLPGA Tour. A new scoring record at the KG edaily Ladies Open. And now will be doused in water and petals, as is the tradition on the KLPGA Tour. 63-70. 69 to close. A week that Kim Soo-ji will not soon forget. Congratulated by the superstars of the tour, Jang Hana, Ji Han Sol, and of course playing partner Lee So-mi. 126 million Korean won pushes her season earnings past 300 million. You're a winner on the KLPGA Tour for the very first time. Kim Soo-ji takes home the spoils at the 10th edition of the KG edaily Ladies Open. What a week it's been for the 25-year-old, now a winner on the tour. So confirmation on our final leaderboard. A 68 for Kim Soo-ji to close, matched by playing partner Lee So-mi. And that two-shot advantage, good enough to claim her first title on the KLPGA Tour here at Sunning Point Golf Club. 5 birdies since that bogey at the first. She looked unflappable on the inward half, but that birdie on 16 is going to be the one that she remembers for a very long time. Kim Soo-ji, finally a winner on the KLPGA Tour. What a week for the 25-year-old. Far from the most intimidating layout on the KLPGA Tour, but it gave us plenty of highlights all throughout the week and especially on Sunday. Kim Soo-ji took the lead into the final round. A bogey at the opening hole left her tied with Lee Ga-young, but she picked up a birdie at the par 5 third, and then that beautiful wedge shot setting up a second birdie in a row on the 4th, which was very important. Lee Ga-young also birdieing the 4th hole, and to the 7th, and she would continue to press her advantage. Caught in between clubs, went for the longer one, gripping down, took a bit off it, and it worked out absolutely perfect for Kim Soo-ji, who would roll in her 3rd birdie in a 5-hole stretch to move clear at the top once more. At the 8th hole, Park Hyun-kyung, one of the list of challengers who are lining up behind Kim Soo-ji, made her 2nd birdie of the day, which moved her into the top 5. And then to the 10th, Park Min-ji, level par, outward half after a bogey at 9, bounced back in style with a birdie at the 10th. The Korean number 1 wasn't going to go down without a fight this Sunday afternoon. But Kim Soo-ji and that red-hot putter would continue to put daylight between herself and the chasing pack. A birdie from the back edge of the 10th green saw her extend her lead to 3 shots over Lee Ga-young. And then on the 12th, Ga-young would try to cut into that advantage. The lead was 2 after a Ga-young 2 at the par 3. Far up ahead from 130 on the 17th hole, Hyun-se Lin was trying to put a little bit of pressure on the leaders. This beautiful iron shot out of the left rough, setting up a 4th birdie of the day en route to a closing 68 and a top 6 finish for Se Lin. The battle was hotting up in the final group. Lee So-mi, after a good birdie at 13, set up another with a tidy pitch shot on the par 5 14th. So that would move her within 2 shots of the lead, giving Kim Soo-ji plenty to think about over the closing few holes. And then Lee So-mi would go one better. A brave iron shot to the longest par 4 on the golf course, and a birdie which saw Lee So-mi trim the advantage to just 1 with 3 holes to play. But on the 16th hole, So-mi had a chance to tie the lead with that birdie putt. It would have been 4 in a row, but I think she knew that things were going to be difficult coming in Kim Soo-ji will remember this birdie for a long time to come. It came at the best possible time. It restored a two-shot advantage at 15 under par. So-mi, well, she battled to the end. Another fine iron shot gave her a chance. But when that birdie slipped by on the left edge, she'd find herself 2 shots back with 1 hole to play. Kim Soo-ji wasn't going to be the first to blink on the inward stretch. Lee So-mi came close to a stylish end to her round, inches away from a 6th birdie of the day. She would close with a 68 to finish in solo second, but Kim Soo-ji with a 68 of her own, good enough to claim a 2-shot victory and her first title on the KLPGA Tour, celebrating in style, doused in water and petals. Kim Soo-ji, the 25-year-old, finally a winner on tour. But Kim Soo-ji, a winner for the first time on tour, the 25-year-old, the champion this week at the KG edaily Ladies Open. It's been an honor and a privilege as always to bring you live coverage with the best players in the Korean women's game. Do join us next week for the 4th major championship of the year, the KB Star Financial Championship. But until then, have a wonderful week ahead. This is Timothy Lowe saying goodbye for now.